It's not even Christmas yet. Hi. Oh Lord, please, please, please just bear with me because I don't even know what I'm doing. Ooh, I'm a punk. This is sad. But anyway, y'all. I really okay, here I go. Alright, so it's Sandy on the line. It's Sandy. I got some stuff under my eye. It's Sandy, it's Sandy. Come on in, come on in. Let's see, let's see. You know, I'm the writer for Social Therapy Magazine. And we're gonna start with that. Right? Then we're gonna make sure that you follow us on Instagram, Social Therapy IG, Twitter, Social Therapy 1. Also subscribe to our channel, YouTube Social Therapy Mag. And the owner of Social Therapy Mag, Dupree Shamir, also on Twitter. Right? So that's what we're gonna talk about just until we get a few more people in here. Y'all like my tree? It's a nice tree, right? I know. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all. Please excuse me, please. Ooh, this is sad. Wait a minute, hold on. Hold the phone. We have a special guest tonight. Pop artist Zelly Vibes. Hey!
Hi,
oh my
Sandy.
God, you're so pretty. How you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm so happy to be here.
Me too. I'm very excited too.
And
so,
don't even because this Instagram, all this live shit, I'm just like, oh my God. Sometimes I don't know what to do either. It's just like, you know, a lot going on.
you over it, right?
Bro, seriously.
So listen, you know, I know you heard from Dupree. You know, he connected us. You know, we, you know, it's a whole interview thing that I want to do with you right now. I want to ask you a few questions. So let me know if you're ready.
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. First, we're going to start. Where you from?
I was born in California. I was raised in Mexico, and then I was brought here to America, and we've lived in Las Vegas ever since. So I feel like Las Vegas is my hometown. Yeah.
Really? That's you know, that's nice. Can you tell me what inspires you, you know, to get into the music world? What was it that made you want to say, you know, this is what I want to do?
You know, for me, I know everyone is, you know, everyone's stories are different. But I, from a very young age, I just remember always being attracted to music, you know, like, in the Latino world, soap operas are like a huge thing. So they have like intro songs. So I remember learning the intro songs to whatever soap opera was popping, you know, and like I just remember like just loving music and like I didn't really know I had a voice or anything like that, you know. It was that's how it really started. And I have a cousin that actually does music, and she's the one that would kind of invite me to sing with her for the family parties. And then from there is where, you know, my family kind of helped
They
me to
supported
push
you.
forward to do it professionally. Yes.
That's really nice. You know, those are some of the things that we need in our life to push ahead, to get forward, to move forward. You know what I mean? So you was very fortunate and lucky about that. What how old were you though? When, like, how old were you when, you, like, were you a little girl, a teenager? Did something?
the first memory I have of like me learning a song and stuff, that probably I was like 4 years old. And I
Wow.
remember professionally, because see, I started with Spanish folk music, so at the age of 11 I started doing it professionally. So yeah, I traveled to many places, and I would sing with a mariachi band. And so yeah, I did that for many years until I decided to, do my own thing. Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. What albums? You have any albums out? You have anything cooking? What's going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, I didn't well, for my Spanish music I did do an album, and I dropped a couple of singles and stuff. But for my English music, I transitioned to, doing English music in 2016. And yeah, in 2016 I I don't know, I feel like I was focusing more on developing my sound. And so, I started dropping singles, and I just kind of paying attention to people's interviews, and, just kind of learning about the process that it takes to make an album. I feel like it's just, you need a lot of money for promotion. You need a lot of that because it's like a body of work. And maybe other people disagree with me, I mean, if you want to drop, look at Russ, he dropped, and period, he just blew up and stuff like that. And I feel like that's the way to do it if you want to do it like that. For me, I feel like singles have been working for me because it's kept me consistent.
Hmm.
But I have mixtapes. I have two mixtapes that are only found on YouTube and SoundCloud. Zelly Vibes, if you guys ever want to check it out, just search Zelly Vibes and it'll pop up. It's my first mixtape, Zelly Vibes and mixtape, that is kind of like a vibe of like kind of like trap and B. I started like that. And then the second one that I did, which is Zelly Vibrations, it's more like R&B, still trap and B, but definitely more, not really so turned up like the music that I've been making for a little bit. Yeah.
That's great. Such an inspiration.
Thank you.
So I mean, listen, it is what it is. At this point, what do you like? Are you currently working on anything? Any music videos? What do what do you like? What do you have? Like, what else is going on?
So yeah, I right now I'm like, I was telling you, just preparing just to drop more singles. It takes a lot of preparation, and to like keep the consistency going. And it's been great. I just actually finished doing a video that it took me 2 months to finish because I'm
Wow.
independent. I'm full-time independent, so you gotta be, when you're self-employed, you gotta save up your money. And period, even if you're not self-employed,
You still
one
gotta save
thing
your
I
money.
feel like holds us back, seriously, what holds us human beings back is the fact of like the need of wanting things. And it's very normal, like I want things too, but I want other things more than that material stuff. Plenty of times I could just flex up and get designer shit and whatever and flex, but I feel like I gotta put in the work and make the sacrifices, especially because I'm my main support. I no one else gives me funds my projects or anything. It's really the art, and like I was saying, one thing that I have learned that has helped me is to manage my money, because that's how I've managed to execute, and so yeah, so it took 2 months, but I did it. It took 2 months, and there's times that it's really hard, to save up. It's kind of like, I can't really. People invite you out to places, let's go to eat, let's go link up here,
You don't
link
got
up
time for
there,
all
but
of that.
you gotta consider, you're gonna spend money on gas and wherever the hell you go, and so it comes to a point where you have to make those choices for yourself, like, do I really want to invest into a business, or do I want the new Jordans, or whatever it is. And that's like with any
Priorities.
business,
Priorities.
right? Not just for like music or anything. Literally, if you want a car, if you want to move out, if you want to travel, like, just set that goal. And you don't gotta like you don't gotta like even have a, what is it called, like save up all your bread or whatever. Like, have a system, like something that I've learned is there's different ways to do it. So whatever works for you. I know people have bills and it might be hard, but even if it's $1 that you're putting away, trust me, that's better than nothing, you know? And so
It's true.
anyways, yeah, so it took me 2 months to prepare for this video. And just really did it. And it, man, I can't wait for you guys to watch it. I can't really like say much. It's a song that's not released, yet. So, but yeah, it's a really dope video. I had a lot of fun, and I realized that my art is seeking for more. So, like this is probably one of the videos that I've dropped the most money for. And it's like literally the little things, the little details that matter. And, like every single little step, it adds up. But I really believe in my work, and that's kind of like what you have to ask yourself. Do I really believe in this, or am I bullshitting? So right now right now I'm preparing for that, to drop more music. I recently dropped a song with DJ XL, a really dope DJ from Las Vegas, and it was our first collaboration, and that went really well. It actually is going on 82,000 streams on Spotify. And we dropped the video on YouTube, so if anyone wants to check that out, it's a really dope video.
Yeah. I mean, but you have a great following. I checked you out.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're really cool. I love it. Love everything about it. So where do you see yourself like in the next 3 to 5 years, 6 months from now, 2 months? I mean, as far as expanding what you're already doing, like suppose you want to do some acting, reality TV, like what do you think? Do you see yourself going down that trail, or you just gonna stick to music for now?
You know what? That's actually something that I've had a lot, like, of, I don't know, like, I've thought about that a lot, because coming into the game, I didn't even think modeling would be a thing, I didn't, like, I just wanted to make music. Like, I didn't even think, or even to think that, like, I had to be a businesswoman, and study the business and learn about the business. Like, I just wanted to sing, and that's it. But then you have a reality check with anything that you do, like even with what you do with your business, you
right.
come on here and you're, you, like you said, you're a writer, but now, you're also a host,
Right.
TV. There's so many, it's kind of like a tree, and it has its roots and it goes everywhere, Music is the same thing. Right now, yeah, like I was saying, just the modeling part of it, just being a brand ambassador, that has adds on to the income, as well as being
that's just more below the belt. That's just more. That's all.
Yeah, that's a little bit more. And just modeling for prints, for lookbooks, for music videos and stuff. I do have certain boundaries and things that of course, whenever they book me, I tell them, I'm an artist. If you want, like, I can be featured on your video, but I can't do anything that's like out of my brand, But yeah, it's cool to do that. And I do see acting. Man, I'll tell you a little story, because I know it's gonna come out anyway. So I actually get messages about this, and every time people ask me, like, is that you, and I'm just like, oh my god. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that TikTok where it says, and you would too for a check or whatever. I don't know if you've seen it,
yeah.
Right. And so in Telemundo, I actually was reached out to do, like one of those like Judge Judy shows.
Yeah.
So they booked me. They flew me out to Miami and everything, paid for everything.
What?
And paid me. And paid me. It was all acting. Like, I had never done it before, and so yeah.
You got your feet wet.
You feel me? I mean, shit, when you're independent, it's like, that's what I was telling you. It's like you have to make it work, when you're full time, you have no choice, but of course have boundaries, in whatever makes you comfortable. Because I don't, like, do you, whatever you want to do that makes you feel comfortable. But yeah, being independent, it's been like, like how, like, modeling and those little things, or even like I've done like graphic work for some of my artist friends and stuff like that. So you never know, you know, you just gotta be ready for whatever, and be willing to be useful, be ready to serve others as well, like you want them to serve you, you know. And so yeah, just kind of like I've made it work like that, you know. And to I do like acting. I don't even honestly like it. I would like to tap in more, but I
Yeah.
think I want to do classes and things like that, because one thing about me is that I feel like I'm a little bit shy. Like it takes me a little bit to warm up, you know?
Oh,
And
I understand. I totally understand that part.
yeah, it takes me a little bit to warm up. Like a lot of people think like you give me a really good vibe, so I feel like okay, cool, like you know, you're just like just your dope vibes until like
Oh, thank
your team.
you.
I feel like your team is also very nice, and you know I just been back and forth communication with them, and so like I just feel like it's a vibe too, and you know what I mean. And I feel like for acting too, you know, time is money and shit. They want you to like be ready to go and stuff. So I feel
Yeah.
like yeah, I feel like I would want to definitely take some acting classes, but I do see all that shit. I want it all, you know what I mean? Like
Go for it.
Pepsi
Go for it.
commercials, like all of that, you know? Like I want my coins. Like let's
I
go.
who don't go for it.
You
Yeah.
feel me? Like if they
You
offer
better
you a
get what's
TV
already
show, you
yours.
better get that. You feel me? Like if they offer you a TV show, host for this, like you never know what could happen. So just kind of gotta be ready, you know?
That's it. That's it. But you know, we still in a pandemic. What about
Right.
you? Doing any tours? You talking to your managers and your team about any dates coming up soon?
So like right now I manage myself
Mm-hmm.
mainly, but I do have people in my I feel like slowly but surely I'm building my team, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and so there are people that I work with. Like I have someone in my team who goes through my contracts, who you know went to school for that and stuff, so they do that. So I feel like I'm building my management team as of right now. But as far as tours, I did go on tour with Self Provoked, a really dope artist from the West Coast, and it was such an amazing experience. And that was all thanks to the Gutted Cigar. You guys should probably want to tap in with them because they're really dope. They have a really dope collective from California, and so yeah, they invited me to be part of the tour to open for Self Provoked. We went to the Bay, Bakersfield, Los Angeles, like just pretty much on the West Coast,
Right.
and it was a dope experience. I gained a lot of new supporters from the tour. I would like to do more, but you know, with the pandemic, you know, like all our plans changed. I mean, I was supposed to go and perform in Mexico for the first time ever.
Oh
I was supposed
wow.
to go overseas as well, but you know, like all this changed as well. So I also I feel like it shows your hustle because you know, like a lot of I used to be booked like I don't know, maybe from like 1 to 4 shows per month, you know, up until the pandemic hit. And so, you know, I used to get paid to perform and paid uh, from whatever the bar would make, and also get paid uh, by selling my merch. So I feel like that took a lot of my income, you know, being independent, every dollar counts and stuff, you know. So yeah, it was definitely really hard. It was a very humble even though I come from from a very humble environment. It still, you know, kind of like gives you time to reflect on what really
Right.
matters. And you
Mm-hmm.
know, like at the end of the day, I still feel successful. I have, even through the pandemic, I still feel blessed. I've had amazing opportunities come my way. And I do see more tours in the near future. And I love performing. Performing is actually like my favorite thing of, you know, just doing music for sure.
Well,
I love
we're gonna
performing.
follow that up with what is your therapy then? Because it sounds like music is your therapy, but you tell me
Right?
what it is you use to you know, because of
Yeah.
everything that's going on, everybody was so used to running out, going to work, doing this, doing that, carrying on, and then now we can't anymore because everything is so limited. So now it's like, what is it that you do to mental health, all these things like that? What is it
Right.
that you do to just wind down?
Wow. I'm seriously, shout out to you and your whole team because I love this question. I feel like, you know, us being ethnic women and just like for anyone really out there, but I feel like, you know, we go through a lot. I feel like we don't have, a lot of people don't have the same opportunities that other people
Right.
have. And I feel like
Yeah.
it's so important to talk about mental health, you know, and I really appreciate you for asking me that. And I'm a, you know, I'm a very chill person. But I'm very hard on myself, and so I have to mentally check myself every day. It's a mental battle, you know, because
Yeah.
if you really get lost in the sauce, you know, once it hits you,
You
once
be
you
messed
start
up.
being negative, it's down for a couple of days, weeks, maybe
You be
months.
messed
You feel me?
up.
Like get that shit together as soon as you can, because it gets real fast. You feel me?
It
So
does,
some of
and it comes to you like boom, boom, boom. Like here it is.
and then you feel like you were lost. You're like, what the fuck even happened? You know, you kind of like wake up from that moment. And so yeah, there are a few things that I do. I read self-help books. I feel like self-help books have really changed my life.
Right.
And I recommend people to read. Even if you don't even have the time to read or that bores you or whatever, you can buy the audiobooks and just listen to them in the morning while you're getting ready or while you're on your way to work or whatever. But that's helped me being vocal about what's going on in my
Expressing
head
yourself. Yeah.
also, you know, because I feel like a lot of people sometimes the issue is that we hold on to a lot of baggage and things, you know, and
And a lot of times it's from the past.
right, and I feel like we're, even if we have good friends around us, you know, we're like, well, I don't want to make them feel any type of way or this and that. And I feel like it's a sensitive subject, but
It is.
you know, see, like I kind of know how to read my friends too, but I be checking with them to see, oh, how you doing? If I see that they're doing good, you know, then I can maybe talk to them. But if not, then I just journal. You know, I just write it
Yeah.
down. I write it down. That
Mm-hmm.
helps a lot to just, you know, speak up. And it really depends too, because if you're really at a point where you're feeling fucking crazy and you're feeling alone and you're like, you know, you're feeling depressed, you got to talk about it. You got to be vocal about it. Tell someone about it. You feel
Yeah.
me? Because
Yeah.
in one of those moments you can do something crazy and you don't want to get to
It's
that point.
true.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Everyone is
I
capable
agree.
of being their worst enemy. You feel me? Because
Yeah.
think about this, like how many times haven't, I know I do it, you know, I put myself down because I'm so hard on myself, and it's kind of like, yo, I wouldn't treat my friend like that, so why am I treating myself like that? You know, there has to be some type of balance where I got to also be a friend to myself, you know. And so I do that. Also I do everything that it takes to keep myself focused. You know, I write things down on the board, on a whiteboard of like what I got to be doing, you know. Like a lot of the times you overwhelm yourself because you're not organized. You feel me? So I feel like uh that's like my experience. I get distracted really easily,
Yeah.
and you know, I want to. I'm a very passionate person, so I have all these ideas and things that I want to do, and so a lot of the times you put pressure on yourself, you know, and like this magic time limit. You feel me? Or like yeah, like this pressure because you start comparing yourself, and you gotta get out of that, focus on yourself, you know. I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of times with music, a lot of people, you know, feel slept on, but it's because you're looking outside of yourself, you know. If you actually pay attention to what you got going on, then you'll realize that you have support, even if it's one person. Like one thing that I learned from Kato the producer, he's a really dope uh dude that every artist should follow, you know. And so he shared that with us. He said a lot of people want 1 million followers, but they don't even know what to do with the 100 they have.
Yeah.
You feel me? And like that's that you gotta work with what you have. Stop putting pressure on yourself. Stop comparing yourself to others. And I know that it's hard. It's easier said than done, but take it one day at a time. you know, is what's worked for me, taking it one day at a time. And mental, it's like a mental battle. So every day it's a new day, it's a fresh start. I actually have a song that is called New Day that inspired me to like, I wanted a song that was kind of chanty, you know, I wake up feeling great, it's a new day. Like I just want like a refresh, a restart, you know, and just
Right, right.
knowing that tomorrow is a new day and you can just start over. Like don't be scared. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's my therapy.
You inspiring me. You just inspired me. Like,
Girl,
that
thank
was
you.
heartfelt. That was
Thank
heartfelt.
you.
You know,
Thank you. I
you're such a
appreciate
beautiful
you.
person.
Shout out to you and your team.
We're about to wrap this interview up. Why don't you drop your social media links, the social media platforms, every last one you have. Let's drop it all.
Yeah.
Let's drop the bomb.
Yeah, for sure. Let me just type it. I could probably just type it to be easier
Yeah,
for
you
them.
could do that. Let everybody
But
know
yeah,
where
you
they
guys
can
can
find
find
you.
me on YouTube. You guys can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. At Zelly Vibes on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, like all of it at Zelly Vibes. To make it easier for you guys too, if you guys go to the link in my bio, all my links are on there. And shout out to you, Sandy. Thank you for being great vibes. I had a good time with you, and
Not
I
a
hope you
problem.
all
I enjoyed the
did
time
too.
too.
Thank
All
you. I
right, you stay
appreciate
safe. Good night.
you. Thank you. Good night.